Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this afternoon's Celtic FC news, Brendan Rodgers stands on letting Kyogo go. He doesn't want to let the 28-year-old leave this summer. There's also an update on Tilio, who's set to join Celtic after Melbourne City boss breaks his silence, and he said that it doesn't look like we're going to be able to keep the player. Brendan Rodgers wants to capture him and make him his second signing after we signed Odin, the Norwegian playmaker, last week. The highly rated attacker from Australia has had 71 A-League appearances, and obviously he lifted the title with City in 2021. His rise has basically caught hoops scouts down in Australia who are close to concluding the deal to bring him to Glasgow. So that's fantastic news for Celtic. It looks like that contract talks have progressed and the signing might happen anytime soon. It's been a fantastic signing for us, said Fox News. Moving on from that, Brendan Rodgers has been talking about Kyogo, and he does not want to allow Kyogo to leave this summer. Rodgers is believed to want to keep the 28-year-old at Celtic Park, and he aims for him to make a splash in the Champions League this year. However, Burnley and Tottenham have been kicking about, but it has to be said that the manager does not want the player to go. Even if they come in with 20 odd million offer, he wants to try and keep him at Celtic Park for at least one more season. It was revealed that Celtic had early talks with Kyogo to try and get him signed an extension to his contract, and the striker to keep him at the club just that little bit longer. So let's see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully the club will be able to tie up Kyogo on that longer deal. He obviously scored a cracking number of goals, 34 goals in the 22-23 season, and he was the standout player as we won the treble. His deal expires in May 2025, and Celtic are looking to extend it to May 2026. Celtic have just put out a post in the last hour or so. Everyone at Celtic is deeply saddened to hear the passing of former Scotland manager Craig Brown and his family at this time. You've got to remember Craig Brown. There was a lot of good Celtic players played for Craig Brown, and Craig Brown was the last man to beat England down at Wembley. For a manager to have 71 games from 1993 to 2001, qualifying for Euro 96 and the World Cup in 1998, he done fantastic for Scotland, and Celtic have put out that message of condolence. That's it for the Celtic news this afternoon. Make sure that you have subscribed and give it a thumbs up, and I shall see you in tomorrow morning's Celtic news.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to